exercise. First thing we do when you guys come into the room, we do the same exercise. You guys can take a seat. You can tell your puppy to settle. And after you've told your puppy to settle, you're just going to grab some of those treats you brought, and if you're quiet, hand them a treat. If the leash is loose, hand your puppy a treat. So settle doesn't specifically say, hey dog, lay down and stay, but what it does tell is it tells your dog that we're going to be here for a while, and you get to capture good. You get to say, I just love the fact that you're quiet. Quiet earns a treat. You could also look at their paws. If their forepaws are on the ground, that could earn a treat. If the leash is loose, that could earn a treat. If they're looking towards you, that could earn a treat. I don't have a single dog looking at their human right now. You have teenage dogs with big emotional brains, and they are very curious about what the other dogs are doing. You do have very nice and friendly dogs, which makes me very happy. So we'll get to the point a little bit later today where we go back to working a little bit on stay, but we're going to work on some engagement and some come and call first, and then we're going to be working on some leash walking, and that's going to be fantastic. So the reason I start off with settle and just the idea of capturing good behavior is we humans have a tendency to lay like, what do I do when my dog pulls? What do I do when my dog jumps on me? Or they bite something, or they bark at something, and like, how many times did you catch them being quiet? How many times have you told them they're amazing for having a leash loose? We forget to just capture the good behavior and tell them how much we like it. You guys are killing it. You're making it so easy. All right. So, second thing I always do in class is I pull out an engagement game. We're going to do a little bit of find it today, and then you guys are just going to grab like 6 or 8 treats and we're going to do find it, which means we're going to be capturing eye contact and rewarding them on the floor. Now, I'm just going to have you guys do a couple of repetitions with this, and then we're going to add some come when called with the dogs on leash, and we're going to practice with them on leash, and then we'll roll into some light readings. So, just for funsies, I'm going to practice with Mochi. I know Mochi's still like, I don't know if I love you, Gwen, and I'm determined to make this girl young. So, I treat my hand, and I say, find it, and I let her eat it off the ground. And when she looks at me, any day now, when she looks up here, yeah, that earns another find it treat on the ground. So what I'm saying is every time you give me eye contact, find it, hi, open it, right there. I say find it, and the treat happens on the ground. Find it. So I am rewarding her for engaging, orienting towards me. Find it, that's very nice. I do realize I have the treats right in front of my face right now, which is probably prompting her to look up at me, find it. So I'm going to make it a little harder to hide the treats and see if I get any eye contact, and I've lost her. She says, Angel's my new friend.
Yep, sorry.
And I kind of lost her. Hello. Find it. Good job. Find it. When we have dogs that orient towards us and say, hey, Mom, Dad, there's a dog there. Can I go say hi? Can I have the ball? Can I go out the door? When they start learning to engage and orient towards us, you will find it. It is much easier to train them. So go ahead, grab 6, 8 treats, do a quick round of find it, rewarding that eye contact, and then we're going to add another behavior to the chain. Mochi's like, which one's treats are better now? I feel like you're a traitor. Whoever feeds you in the moment becomes your best friend. I know I'm going to distract Mika. Yeah. So if you need the prompt, look in my eyes, go for it. But if you can get them just to look at you, you really want to be like they just offer you that eye contact, find a treat on the ground. Sometimes I point in my eyes, sometimes I make kissy noises, but goal is I want them to start offering it without me asking for it. I love Mika so much. I'm just gonna smother you with love. I kind of feel like these guys guys could do a little off leash. Bailey's a little worried. Those two know each other, but I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Okay. We got one of these brains back.
Why do you say that? Why do you say you think these guys could definitely maybe try some off leash? What do you see?
I feel like they're more aware. They're just sensitive enough to be polite and give space versus to right? Because they've all been a little like high, more delicate and dainty, and not like bulls again.
Yeah. And there's some pretty good engagement for right?
Yeah, I don't feel like anybody's at threshold. So now, I'm going to demo part 2 with Mika.
Oh,
I'm going to hope she doesn't pull me over. So here comes part 2. I got it. No worries, I got it. So, oh hi, that's a slimy piece of truth there. I don't know what that is. Good job, you ate it. Good job. All right.
Go back here.
You're gonna stay within your little quadrant of space. We're gonna work on come and call. But what I want to do is, because this is very distracting, like for Bailey, this is a new room, and for these two, they both know it and let them get in trouble. I'm gonna start off getting their attention. So I've got Mika here, and I'm doing a couple of those find its again, but now I'm standing up, right? Oh, find it. Good job. Now that I've got our attention, Mika, come, and I turn and run. Yay! Good girl! Good girl! Good girl! It's okay. That was a very tiny baby jump. Everybody's a little worried that the 140-pound dog is going to pull me over. I am also worried about this. So, find it. What I do next time I go running, and let me just tell you, most of our dogs like to chase us, and when you don't have rewards, find it. Getting them, calling them, and running the other direction is a great way to get your dog to really have, find it, a really reliable recall. Now, if your dog is like Mika and would like to jump on you, once you stop over there, maybe get out a couple of treats quick on the floor. Mika, come! Yeah! Find it. So instead of letting Mika run, chase me, get all excited, and jump on me, I'm orienting her back towards the ground. I've lost her attention. So I'm not actually going to call her right now because I wanted my train to be nice and clean. I'm kind of letting her be in runs right now and make decisions. Find it. So I got her attention back. Find it. Got her attention. Mika, come. Good job. Find it. So that's it. Do a couple find it's. You're going back and forth. Remember, your dogs are going to be much more wound up when all 3 dogs are moving. Those are very big. It's a little baby costume. She's bigger than my last week. I'm losing my brain.
I'm gonna pause and ask questions about when she did notice the other day. And she started pulling. What did you do? I loved that moment. She wants to sit there and you're like, what do we do?
That's adorable. He really likes your treats, but he really likes chasing you. That was super fun for him. He was like, do you run with him?
You can also add the music.
No.
Because she's doing it pretty well.
Not on the
So you find
Yeah.
it.
Fair enough.
We do it on the wood sometimes.
Yeah, you can have it.
Yeah, you can tell he's got enough doodle on him. He's like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna pray. And he's chasing.
Good girl.
Sorry, I don't know if that's where you were gonna go. So that was
No, the yard is
part 3. So that makes sense.
Alright, so do like one more stop and take a break.
Yeah.
Oh, good job. Oh, good job.
I love how this is each round on the other side.
Yes.
Really nice.
They've had a nice balance. Alright, pause, take a break. I'm going to stop talking momentarily, but Angel reminded me of something. I need to talk about what I'm doing when I'm doing it. I'm going to borrow Mika again, and I'm going to see if we can do a replay of what happened. Earlier I lost Mika, and she made all the decisions to go say hi to Mochi. Notice she did not stop and ask me. So when I say we talk about personality. Sometimes I turn the corner, there's another dog in my dog space, and I'm like, oh, I don't know how this is gonna go, and I just turn and get out of there. I call my dog up. Right now, you've got big teenage brains, a little more adult brains with Bailey. Definitely teenage brains with these guys, despite their size. But these guys are all big. So in this moment, I got a chance to be like, oh, I let Mochi go. Oh, good job. You go back. She's working it. Mika's working again. So Mika, once again, is making all the decisions all by herself to go say hi to Mochi. They're managing Mochi. Yes, good girl. And I'm just letting her problem solve for herself. And I'm not going to let her say hello. So when you guys so this is actually, we should do some leash walking. We should do some polite greetings. It's time. It's a good segue. So now we're going to talk about polite greetings.
We talk about what?
Polite greetings. We're going to have these guys practice. Initially not. Let me let Angel take over. And I liked her setup. So I'm going to stop talking for a second.
My setup.
Dots. You want dots?
Oh, yeah. No, I don't know. Let me see. I was thinking of doing, you know how you have the circles?
Oh.
But like, we'll take turns.
Okay.
So maybe Bailey's on this side,
Oh.
walking this way, and then we
Okay.
just swap.
Yeah. I think I see where you're going.
I haven't worked out the words yet.
Yeah.
And then totally saw Mika just ignore a bunch of chicken treats. So I was like, cheese thing for her. Okay, so let me get my.
I did not realize she was spitting them out.
I like the parallel walking. So what it's gonna look like is I'm gonna have one dog walking this way, going that way, one dog going this way, walking this way, and I'm gonna have you guys swap. While you keep Mika, I know those dogs are coming near you, just stay with me, stay focused, find it, and then we're gonna find and swap. Does that make sense?
Yes, just help you set up the dogs.
So if you, okay, help me set up the dog, okay? So
We're not going to start off with the emergency U-turn. We're just going to be walking around the other dog.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I'm gonna have Bailey here, so you guys can start here standing. And I'm gonna have you standing here.
So our goal is to help work on loose leash walking without the intent of the dogs greeting.
Yes.
But we have an odd number of dogs, so we're trying to figure out a different way to do it when we had an even number of dogs in the class last time.
Yes.
Okay.
And then if you're in this position, you're just working on engagement with Mika. Because these dogs are gonna cross and go around the barriers. Does that make sense? I'm maybe making this complicated.
You walk it out. Walk it out. So if you were walking Mochi, where would you go?
Okay, if you're walking Mochi, you're going this way. So Mochi's walking this way, Bailey's walking that way. Stop here. Then I'm gonna have you guys swap. But you're gonna come close to Mika over on that side.
So Bailey's coming this way
Yeah.
on the outside.
So.
Okay, and Mochi's going on the outside. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you guys are looping, then you're making, these two dogs are making the circle around the barriers.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Got it. Sorry, I overcomplicated that. Okay.
I mean, okay, go ahead. No, go ahead.
No?
Go ahead. Well, I was gonna be like, we could do all three, but I think you're right. I don't think we can do all three right now.
Well, we could do all three walking in a big circle, but if we're gonna be going parallel, that's.
Do it that way?
Oh. Either or.
Yeah.
Sorry, I should have just let her run with it and just let them start. Because she sees what's in her brain. I know, I feel bad now. We complicated the issue. That's follow the leader walking.
Crossing and that.
Yeah, well then I figured it was follow the leader walking. Sorry guys, we don't mean to be jerks. It's when you have the odd number of dogs, you're like, how do I help you guys be successful?
Right.
Why don't we just all?
Yeah, we'll do all circles.
Because I hear you, but let me answer that question. So the question is, why do we not just want all three dogs kind of going around this way in a big circle, okay? So in my mind, we're trying to help them set up to be successful. So parallel walking really just does have the two dogs walking next to each other. And I know Mika's right now, I know she's a little more likely to just hit the end of the leash to say hello in a very friendly way, but she's just more, so I'm like, so in Angel's mind, she's like, let me get her brain a little bit calmer while these two are moving, but they're moving across from each other. When you start doing follow the leader, it's not that they don't do a bad job, but it really doesn't set dogs up to learn differently about each other. And so it's literally just a different version of, let's teach them how to walk around each other, next to each other, and past each other.
Yeah, actually, I like yours better. So having these two walking parallel, but Nico working on distractions. Parallel, distractions, parallel, distractions.
Parallel is harder for them. It's more of a challenge, I think, for
Yeah.
them to work through.
The reason why I want to have Nico practice distractions is because it's real life. You guys are going to be there, dog's going to come down the sidewalk. You got to keep her with you.
She does get distracted a bit.
Yeah, so I don't want to, because I'm looking at Nika, I'm thinking actually these two going around those barriers are actually going to be harder for her.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, practice your foot brakes, practice your come with me, let's go over
Yeah.
here. Cool. And then these guys are just gonna go back and forth. So you guys aren't gonna go around those barriers, you're just walking back and forth here. And what I want you guys to focus on is have your treats available. You have which side are your treats on? That's the side that your hand's gonna come down with the treat. By your hands. Yeah, she's like, oh my God. And Bailey's like, yeah, let's get you started and then I can find you. Okay, ready? So you're walking here. Stop here, nice and treats, nice, keeping Nika going. You guys are walking this way. And then what I'm gonna do is
So, when you walk and feed your dog, try to have leash in one hand, dog and treats on the other side.
yeah, so what that's gonna look like is where she's seeing
You got it.
where
Good game.
hold the leash.
One, two.
Good girl, Nika. Good girl.
What? Good girl.
Treats on this side and Bailey's gonna walk.
More of this.
And I'm just gonna swap your hands the same way that you're doing.
Encourage, turn your body and go. Just walk on. They didn't do anything wrong. They're very lovely with each other, but Bailey's definitely ignoring you. Oh, all three of these guys are. It's very cute. Try to teach them to ignore.
Good girl, Mika. Good girl.
As soon as the leash is loose, they're praising and feeding.
A bit more.
Cool. Let's do that again.
So feed.
Yeah.
I'm very distracted. I'm very distracted. I'm very distracted. Except Bailey process. Stick the treat in front of his nose. Take a couple steps. Walk the leash. Treat the leash. Because there's just kind of a little bit constant pulling. And I'm wanting to look right as a distraction.
Puppies over there.
So good.
He's doing great.
And I'm more excited than them.
So good.
Yeah, I want to be rewarding him, walking and feeding him when that leash is loose and it's right next to you. Oh my God. Your dogs are freaking adorable, but I can see what walking them down the city sidewalk is like. So, hang in there.
Come on.
Good girl.
Oh, he's like Gwen's treats are definitely
Oh
better.
my gosh. So then I was gonna say, have somebody else swap into the hot seat so that Mika gets a chance to do.
Yeah, we should definitely switch out,
parallel.
because she's been doing a great job.
Good girl. I got
That's a bit of treat.
I don't know if I created a monster or.
I know, I'm a friendly treat person.
Good girl.
Handing you some of what I got.
Okay.
See if it's just different enough to make
Yeah.
it. It's just fancy dog food. Treat in front of the nose.
And if we're a little
And tell Bailey,
distracted,
let's go. Loose leash.
feel free to go.
Make sure the leash is loose.
Pause here, get some.
There you go. Yeah. So if he's next to you and the leash is loose, feed that.
I was a little distracted.
Walk in, walk in, walk in. Yeah. I can go, maybe we set it up to do, I can grab Bug and you, the next thing you can talk through completing, the walking up to the dots and then making U-turns out. Because turning away with these guys has been a problem.
Do we also want to switch out and give Mika a chance to walk?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Either one. Yeah?
You switch me.
Yeah? Okay, so what I'm gonna have you guys do next is we're gonna just swap some spots. So Mika's gonna come here, Mochi's gonna go around and be where Bailey was started, so Bailey's gonna be over here in the hot seat. Okay?
This is like the hardest thing ever, right?
Give it some distance and some trees.
So are we walking back and forth like straight?
What, you want to offer?
Like I got it, then I was like, and then I felt like we just
Let's take a few of
complicated.
these, huh?
You're not done today. We are. We are.
So are we walking up and down this?
Yep, you're parallel walking, not crossing over, try to keep Mika's attention. Good job, I like.
Oh, they come there.
That's good.
Oh my gosh.
Good boy, baby.
And this is totally normal, right?
You also need the.
You've got a toy, you've got a dog, girl, you've got a dog over there.
On the ground, but you look at you.
This is what sitting walking looks like in DC. It's just
You're right.
dogs on left and right. You guys try and get down the street, get to where you're going. Good job.
Oh, you down?
I love it.
Find down.
I love it.
Down.
Mika's like, oh my
I'm
goodness.
looking to see if you can.
And part of it might be like, do I need to try some more exciting stuff?
Good. Oh, because down to one, there's a chicken in the room. Give me chicken.
That's one.
She's like, yeah.
Oh, my, good girl.
I love
That's
it.
another vegetarian house. Mika? Oh, very nice.
Good job.
Great, buddy.
Oh, good. That was good from Mochi. That was very good from Bailey as well. Really nice. Great with Mika as well. She's starting to kind of get it. She's like, I'm not going to go say hi to those puppies. I'm like, I'm going to try. I'm not going to say hi to those puppies.
Wait for your friends to come back, huh?
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Find it? Thank you, Mika.
So,
Good girl.
then I just need to get Mochi into the hot seat.
Oh, find it.
So that he's a little bit.
It's okay, T. You did great.
You did awesome. Look at you.
Look at what?
It's okay, because it was T. It's T totally to me, right? Like, I'm listening to you, I'm listening to you, but I gotta listen to you.
You're moving them like there's so much going on in my brain.
Yeah.
You did that.
I might have lost.
But they're walking past it, like, no, this is the thing, this is the challenge that we're trying to be, but I was also giving a compliment to Mochi, I'm like, look at how much better this is with, like, this is night and day different with Mochi. Even, this is night and day better with Mika.
I mean, I'm like, okay, I haven't fixed their leash walking. They're totally rewarding and probably not the spot that I would want to. We can fix that later. It's more heavy work on distractions.
Right.
And then Kevin's going to have to find good engagement here.
We're just
Ignore those
not
distractions.
saying hello, we're just doing the thing while we're moving around the room.
So when she meets another dog and I don't want her to interact, what?
We're doing that next, we're doing that next.
Well, we're doing it right
We're
now.
gonna do that next.
And also, she's gotten to the point now
He's like, we haven't
where,
even met yet.
right, the street before we get home,
Yes.
she lies down on the sidewalk and won't move.
Baby,
But also, I want to point out that you both did a really good job because she does hit the end of the
baby,
leash.
Yeah.
And rather, you're not shaming
Cooks
her,
in the
you're
room.
just kind of like,
Right.
exactly what Gwen was
Right.
doing before, where you're just, I'm gonna stay stationary, I'm gonna give you a chance to do the right thing. I really like that you're sticking to that first exercise there. Really nice, okay.
She just wants to interact, she's so social. She
Yeah.
wants to interact with everybody.
Yeah, I almost don't want to give them a break because I feel like
Yes.
it's too intense.
Yes.
Great.
Good girl, Mika.
So, what I'm gonna have have you guys do is
Smart man.
go back to your seats, but let's get, this is smart, me go moving around towards the front. Motion your and then I'm gonna have Bailey
That's all it is. That's all
hop
it
back
is.
to your seat this way.
I think you get to walk now.
I'm gonna go back to the hard part. Yes. Thank you.
Yes.
Baby, let's go. Baby, good. Oh, that's good. Come on.
Good girl, Mika.
I can do it easy. I can do it easy. Sit next to me, put it together. And then we can do, I can grab bug out, so we've got, we can have motion. Back to your seat. Brief pause. Brief pause. Sorry. Okay. Let me grab bug. All right. Okay. We're gonna do an easy exercise to break it up a little bit. So here's the thing with leash walking. Some things, a lot of leash walking, we try to break down into simple exercises that you might not spend 45 minutes. If you take your dog out for a 45-minute walk, we're not expecting you to train them for 45 minutes, but we're expecting you to look for little opportunities and places to train them. But I did want to give you a break because you got big old teenagers. This is fun. Wake up, honey. I
Is it a boy or a girl?
This is a girl. This is my 3-year-old.
She's very pretty.
She.
What's her name?
This is Ladybug.
Ladybug.
AKA Bug. She's more of a tomboy. Yeah, say hello, Bug. Hey, girl.
Girl. See
Yeah.
how big she is?
That's very nice.
Powerful, huh?
Oh my gosh. Okay. So I'm gonna just have you guys do a little bit more of a short, fun exercise, and this is more about. All of you guys have they just don't quite know where they should be. Do you know, because gonna give you a for example. When we start teaching sit, we're just like, you just want that really basic, put your butt on the ground, thank you very much. Then we start doing sit stay for 10 steps, or 10 seconds, or 10 minutes, but we build it up. And I was thinking, there's a couple things I noticed with the dogs that they're struggling with is, one is, I don't think they know where we want them to be. So I just want you to play with this for a minute. So I'm going to have you guys kind of line yourself up so you're next to a chair. Don't do it yet, hang on a second. And a couple of times I'm just going to have you say like, go get it, toss a treat, let them chase it, hang on to the leash. Call them back, good job. But what I want you to do when you call them back, like this makes it hard to do leash walking. So I want you guys to just see if you can get them to follow treats and line up so that your toes and paws are all together. Like this spot here, if I'm going to say, hey, come for a leash walking event with me, I want you to know how to find this spot. And then it's going to be like, go get it. I'm actually, whoops, didn't mean to let you go that far. Yeah, she's not loosey-goosey like you anymore. She grew into her adult body. So if you, so I'm going to have you play with this in a little way that gives them a break. It's a little more lighthearted. So I'm going to try to I'm using the treat, and you notice I'm just kind of like, I'm kind of staying stationary. But I'm like, can I just figure out how to get her next to me so her toes and paws are all lined up? And I get to tell her that I really like that she's here. And then instead of me moving, I'm going to send her away. Go get it. Which the dogs love. The dogs always love to chase treats. Gives them a little bit more of a mental, oh, good job, she came back. But here's the thing. Again, I don't want to leash walk a dog like this. I want her to be here. So your job is, we're going to help you, we'll walk around a little bit, just help you kind of lure them into position or get them to so where you're just standing still, but they know how to find that magic place next to you so that when you say, let's go, they're already there, they know where they should be. Now you can just build them out to maintain the position. So, okay, so one more time, you're going to grab a chair, you're going to find some space so they can stand in between you and the chair. You can say, go get it. And when they come back to you for a treat, they can have that treat. But use the next one or two to see if you can get them toes and paws lined up. Go get it. And then we line up our toes and paws. Go ahead, pull a chair out. And I would say, if you guys are tossing treats, you make sure you're going this way, back and forth from this wall to that wall. Don't throw treats in front of the other dog's face, because it's not really fair.
slimy. It's like putting your hand inside an octopus or something.
Oh!
Okay, so,
Go get enough space so that she won't hear me.
yeah, left to left as well. Okay, we have a problem.
I have a right hand.
I'm on the middle.
I'm right hand.
Mika, come.
It'll hold her cue where you want her to be. And
Nice.
I'll get her to between you and the chair.
What's the word? What's the word?
Come.
Let's go get it.
Go get it.
Feel her coming back, and then grab another treat, and then
Yes.
take the treat and step back with that foot. As that foot and that arm goes back, and
Go get it.
then go back forward.
Mika, go get it.
Kind of do an open door.
Mika, come.
Stay.
Good, thank you, thank you.
And then use the tree. The way that you went there,
I made it look easier than it is. Because your toes fall in like that. Don't borrow the just for a second. I know what it is. Hi, class. Hi. So I'm here.
I'm ready.
I want on the left.
And then I turn my hand.
Left foot, left arm, go back. I might go either there initially. Left arm, left foot, and forward. Boom, there we go. Got it.
She's gonna let go. All right, Mika.
Go get it.
All right. Mika, ready? Go find it.
Go find it. Go get it. Go find it.
Come.
So this is our 8 to 12 month class. We have big emotional teenage brains. We just want to make sure they're working really well around each other. There you go.
Mika, come. Come. Oh.
So I'm laughing because they're making silly noises to get Mika working. Mika is a Blarniak livestock guardian breed. She's a super social dude. I'll try to get her on camera in a little bit, but it's super cute.
Okay,
So
Mika.
just some of my favorite dogs in this class. But they're teenagers, so they got big emotional feelings, and we're just trying to get them going the right direction.
Okay. Mika, come. Oh, this is your, it's our effective. Is that chicken? Mika, come. Right.
Much better with Mochi. I just like the fact that she just chooses to hang out with you too.
Go find it.
Oh, you pulled out the big guns. Yeah, I got it. Big gun.
Oh, Mika.
All right.
Very good.
Do one or two more and take a break. And then I'm gonna have you guys. We're gonna work on how not to let your dog greet.
How long till you're done what?
How not to let your dog greet.
Your request.
Your request.
Okay. Ready?
Okay.
Come.
Girl, I done.
Yes. Go find it.
All right. Head back to your seats just for a second so I can talk you through this. This was
Come.
Angel's plan. All right, so we're gonna pair off 2 by 2. It'll be Mochi not creating Bailey and Bug not creating Mika. But we are going to start, so it'll be Mochi will go to that dot, Bailey will go to that dot, but you're gonna run away. So we are going to be coming head to head. So if I've got Bug back next to my side here, Mika would be all the way back by the door. We're gonna walk together up to our dots. I'm at purple, Mika would stop at yellow, and we're just gonna kind of talk, and if they do decide to lunge forward, then you are going to just turn your body and hustle yourself out of it. But in a perfect world, what we're doing is we're setting ourselves up so that we're going to go, all right, let's go, walk with me. Wow, I really like this. Bug never gets as many more treats on a walk anymore. She's like, this is amazing. What I'd like to do is stand here and hang out across from Mika and do what we call blind feeding. If things go well, you are going to come head to head with your dog, and we're just going to stand here and talk. And I'm going to be talking to you guys, and I'm not going to be looking at Bug, and I'm just going to feed my dog for not lunging at Mika. And then I'm going to say, let's go. And we both leave very quickly, head back to the place where we started, and we move forward there. So, you're going to call me out on this. I lump too much behavior. So I asked you guys to do 5 things instead of 1 or 2. All right. This is what the first couple rounds look like. We walk up together. We get to the dot. And then we're just going to say, let's go. We're not even going to hang out there. Let's get a couple of really nice, easy ones where we're just walking up to the dot by the other dog. We get there and we say, let's go. And we run away. That's it. Nothing else. Then we're going to stop and practice polite greetings. Then we're going to practice walking past each other. But not now.
I'm totally guilty. I started the lumping.
Passion talking. Can you grab me another pencil, please? Yes. So, Mochi will be going to green dot, Bailey goes to blue, and you run away back to the other end of your... Are you still half starving? That was really nice. I don't think you're getting any... Do you need more? No, that's good. Okay. So you just get your dots, and then let's go.
Let's go.
That's good.
She said that we're going to walk away from the dog first.
That was perfect.
Yeah.
Come, sweetie.
Let's go.
Come, sweetie.
Leashes should be nice and loose. Let's go. We run away. This is good practice for Bug. Yeah. You're so good.
So, right hand, and this is the left hand.
Looking beautiful, guys.
Just the cutest.
Giving me that food and
How are you doing on the snacks? Do you need more?
I swear you don't have to use this much food forever.
No.
Yeah. This is just a refrigerated dog food, and it's not necessarily your beef or your shirt is probably more valuable. It's different, and it's like, oh, this is pretty. Yes, I have a dog that goes and gets really excited by the UPS driver who comes with his milk code, and I'm like, it's a dry, crunchy, boring milk code treat. It is the most exciting thing in the world. Love it. Look at that engagement with you guys.
That's so
Let's
good.
go.
Good. And it's not lunging. It's like, okay, I'll come with you. I love it. And I'm gonna switch this way.
Remember last week when we talked about throwing the weight of her against your hip? So if she is on your right, so if she's on your right, and she really starts pulling towards something, if all of a sudden my dog's going that way, I want to touch that leash over my hip.
Right.
I don't want my arm yanked out, not with her. She will hurt me.
So you're holding with your right and then...
So,
Oh, no, you don't have to do that.
yeah, you can hold it either way, but if she's all of a sudden, if she's yanking out in front, I'm going to go towards the hand that's got...
Yeah, but what worries me about that is if my left is much weaker than my right.
You can put her on the other side.
And put
So-
it on your side.
Yeah, so she's on this side. It's just once she goes out in front, you're turning into that leash hand and moving, so she can't haul you. Because she's big.
So that means I hold the leash on the right and then, I don't understand, where do I put the treats?
You said you
I
are,
have to hold her on the right, I can't do the left.
so then your leash is on your treats dog are on the left,
That's what, yeah.
leash is on the right.
Right. And then where is
if
she?
she pulls,
She's on the left. You
turn right.
So it's okay to, I'm walking her here and the treats are here, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, but it's the leash that's coming from
Oh,
your
the leash is
diagonally.
across me.
Yes, and then when
You
you
guys,
turn, you're
you
like
guys start
using the leash
Okay, let's go.
brace against your leg to be like, so this is my thing.
Now, and then if you do agree, let's go turn away.
Yeah.
Well, let's get upset.
Go ahead and walk. If I'm hanging out there, you should not say hello. We're walking,
Yes.
I'm getting treats on your side. Yeah, and then you're gonna turn, so you're gonna pivot into the.
Let's go further. Let's go over there.
Now,
Sorry.
yeah.
Sorry.
Let's go see over there.
Here's the hard part.
Okay, let's go.
Now you're doing a movement class.
Feed them without turning.
I mean, hopefully you do that.
They're like very still.
Come to me.
Oh, they're gonna say that.
But because of her size, she's like,
And this is
It's about coordination, because you're holding
Hey, Angel,
treats and leash
you
and
got
are
my-
having to think about what she's doing.
Right.
This is hard, this is.
over there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Good girl.
Right, so we're hanging out, now we're hanging out.
There we're hanging out.
And we're trying not to look at our dogs.
I know, oh yeah, that's right, that's right. I'm not looking here.
So,
Sorry.
hey guys, the reason I ask you not to look at your dogs when you feed them is because that's actually what you're gonna do when you see a neighbor you want to talk to. And our dogs get confused because they're like, wait a minute, when you tell me sit down, you always look at me. So I want you to get used to being able to just reach down and just feed them a little bit. And this is lovely. The leash is loose. She's being perfect. Let's go, please. And then, so go ahead and leave. Tell Mika, let's go
Let's go.
and leave. And then all 4 dogs are going to head up towards their dots. And they're going to pause. You can have them sit, but we're not going to greet. We're just going to say hello to our nice neighbor. You are trying to be more interesting to your dog than the neighbor is. Oh, I lost my dog. Oh, no. Oh, no. She's like, there's so many free treats. Let's go. And then if they really throw you off, you turn and go. For those of you who have dogs that weigh more than you, I'm kidding. That's all of them. I really do like to, I try to be careful, and so I'm going to say this out loud too. I do try to be careful that when I turn into my dog, I'm not pulling them away with my shoulders. I don't really want to do that because I'm going to get injured. I really do try to turn so that the leash is on my hip and I can drag them away. I don't ever want to drag my dog out of anything, but I'm going to tell you guys, really think about keeping your leash closer to your center of gravity and turning so the leash throws into your hip.
I did that, you told us that last week, and
Yeah.
since last week I've done that, and it's been immensely helpful.
Oh, good.
I mean, like,
Just trying to save
I
ya.
had no idea until I heard that.
No, it's all good.
Come, sweetie.
So that was awesome.
Yeah.
Let's go see over there.
And then if you can get to the point,
I know.
if you're feeling great, and I'm looking at you, Mochi, because I think it's going pretty well, try to get the treats out of your hand, praise, and then treats. Or just really be intentional about, I can reach into my bag and get the treat, I don't have to have the treats in my hand all the time. So if you're feeling really good about everything, oh, let's go. Just kidding. If you are feeling really good about everything, now your job is to have an empty hand, reach in and hand them a treat instead of keeping the treats there like they're a bribe. So we're thinking more about just rewarding.
The dog, she's opposite you.
yeah, so what I
Yeah.
want to do too.
That's good.
Just like one.
That's right.
I like what
Treats
Mason
a dog.
did. I like what Mason
Treats and
did.
dog are always on the same side, the leash is on the other
Say
side.
it. Yes.
And that's really the
exactly
easiest way to
what
remember.
we're gonna do.
Just
Treats
treats
and
like
dog
that.
also on the same side.
Treats a dog.
Mark.
And then
Treat that dog.
Pika, let's go.
Because look, this is what happens if I switch hands.
So they start listening out to yes rather than
Yes.
Got it.
So when you've got Mom, you know you've got it.
Right, right.
Yeah.
There we go.
So great.
No, these treats are awesome, aren't they?
Just for funsies, I'm gonna put one on my other side. But we're gonna go. You're gonna go that way.
Oh, okay.
Go that way.
Come, sweetie. Come, baby, go. Yes.
That's
Let's
it.
go.
Here we go. And then there's free treats on the floor.
Mika, good girl, Mika.
All right.
Look at her, honey, she's
Look
going
across.
after your hand.
Like this?
Sure.
Okay. Come, sweetie. Come.
Oh, so hard.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that was
Guys,
awesome.
really nice.
Beautiful.
You will notice I do try to keep myself between Bug and you guys.
Right.
That's intentional. I try to make it easier. times. And then we'll take a break again. And part of this is just practice and repetition.
Like, what do you guys are rewarding? Love
Practice and repetition.
Keep your hands up.
Oh,
Sneaky one. There's a sneaky one there. It's okay.
Come on.
Race time, do over. Oh, that's so hard. I love this.
Yeah, they do.
yeah, they're going back and forth past each other. Do you want to have, we'll take a break with Mika's because that was great.
Come, sweetie.
Do you want to try
Oh, we do. That's fine.
Yeah.
You good?
Those two, you want to try that with those two?
Yeah, okay.
I think they can do it. Yeah. Just give a little more space. Oh, sorry, Buggy, come on. We know you need to come. We know you need to
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna add a challenge for you guys, kind of similar to what Bug and Mika were practicing. Where this time you guys are actually gonna walk to each other's spaces and cross paths, but you're gonna be next to each other. Keep that engagement. Try not to let them touch noses. It's gonna be hard. You're gonna try to keep Bailey on the outside of you, and you guys are gonna try and keep Mochi against the wall on that side. Help you guys out, give you some space so we can be successful. Get them set up the environment so that they can say thank you. Okay. Are you ready? For danger? Once you get to the other side, just pause over there and we'll do it again. Keep going, keep working, keep going. I love that. That was beautiful. Love it. Pause here. Do a couple of treats.
Are we switching now?
Yep. Bailey's against the wall, Mochi's towards me.
And then
This is how you guys pass on the sidewalk. Put yourself between the other dog and your dog.
But I'm gonna probably get smart.
Good job, Bailey's on this side, Mochi's against the wall. Oh, it's so hard. And I might just do some little finders on the ground, Mochi, because that's super hard.
You want to say hi? Hey, so cute.
I do some of those.
That is a nose in his house.
I
I thought mine was
really
big.
want to say hi.
I know, it really does.
I really want to say hi.
I did.
Oh, dry treats, dry treats.
Comes with.
All right, and then you guys are done, have a seat.
Find it? Girl.
Fantastic.
Now we have some new pleasure. I mean, fun.
Sit.
Do fun. Okay. I didn't, it's funny because I don't always, I really had other goals today. Did we work on weight this class?
Sorry, kind of ran away with that other
Well, I know, but
exercise.
then I set up a cheese distraction. Oh, you do weight
And
and
then
then
wait
cheese.
with the cheese.
Oh, I love it. Okay. All right. We got this. Okay. So, we're inventing things as we go along. I swear, we always have a plan. The plan is written on the board, but then we get distracted and decide. And honestly, we do try to look at your dog sometimes and say, I think you guys need X or Y more than you need what we planned.
Yeah, this is totally training the dog in front of us right now.
All right, so here's your goal. I like this for two reasons. Because you guys have just such nice, lovely dogs that are just like, hello, friend. And they don't ask you for permission. They've got a little bit of impulse. You have lovely dogs. I can't say that loud enough because when I do have bigger problems, I try to be like, let's address the bigger problems. You guys have lovely problems and you have normal big dog problems. Oh boy. So I want to give you a way that you can practice some of this on your own. This red tape on the floor, this is going, oh, that wasn't me, okay. You scared. I thought that was me for a second. The red tape on the floor, and I'll get Bailey a little bit of red tape on the floor.
I'll do that.
The red tape on the floor is going to be your front door. This is going, there's going to be some, I'm going to put this not in front of Mochi. There's going to be some cheese on a plate. That is your squirrel. Okay,
Oh, wow.
So, you're gonna come up to your front door, you're gonna ask your puppy to wait, you're gonna give them a couple treats. Then you're gonna kind of fake opening the door, you're gonna step over here. If they go with you, we're gonna be like, you're gonna say, leave, we should actually say leave. I think by the time you get here, your dogs are going to try to go through the front door to get the squirrel. In which case, you're just like, leave it. Let me see if I can demo the motion. I see one show.
What is it I need to do?
Okay, so if you go to the front door and your dog realizes that there is, and I'm gonna help a little bit cheese there, you're like, leave it. Yeah, good job. That was very nice. So I'm gonna walk up to my front door and if my dog is going for my squirrel again, I'm just gonna be like, whoa, we don't go through doors. Yeah, good job, thank you. So I'm saying, my goal is to say, leave it. Stop her on the leash, but let her make the choice. I'm not trying to yank her back. Leave it. Oh, good job. Now, what I really like her to do is pause at the front door and look at me. So if I can come up, whoa, that was beautiful. So we got up to our line on the floor, which is the front door. Do you see what she's doing? She's checking in with me. Okay, outside. That time, she didn't dart out the door. It's okay, it's okay. She didn't dart out the door and go for the squirrel. She stopped and she's like, hey lady, can I go? And I was like, thank you for stopping. Yes, you can go chase the squirrel. It's a bunch of cheese on a plate, it's fine. So that is your goal. We will help your dog notice the cheese, but once they go out the door in front of you, your job is to make sure they don't get it. You're gonna say leave it. And since there's 3 of us, we can help you. Oh. You really thought she was going for the whole plate of cheese. It's like a whole plate of cheese. So we will help you. The words that you are using really probably will be like, leave it, and then at the door, I'm going to get to the point where we're saying, wait. Let me get you a little more cheese.
Okay. I'm gonna go get you some cheese.
So, it might be a little bit harder now that Mochi's got some. Cheese. So you're going to walk up to your front door and let her make the choice.
So we ready?
Leave it. Mochi, leave it. Mochi, leave it. Mochi, leave it. Good girl.
Good job.
Good.
Good job.
What's that?
Oh, cheese. Sorry, I thought there was another one.
Okay. I'm gonna help out.
Mochi, leave it.
Oh, do it now. Just right out the door. Not squash my arms.
Mochi, leave it.
So if they would
Mochi,
just try to
leave
take
it.
it, I'm just
Mochi,
gonna
leave
help.
it.
I think that was the slowest run
I'm
ever.
gonna try to
Good
call
girl.
her.
But our hope is that she gets to that red line and she starts to predict maybe she can check in with you. That's all.
Mochi, leave it. Leave it. Mochi, leave it. Good girl.
So it's taking you longer. She is definitely launching forward.
Good girl. Mochi.
And now you feel like you're
Good.
This
This is
one.
the cheese over there?
If you have some of it, you can
Yes.
use it.
Last one, two, and
But you could have chicken. That was good. Chicken,
yeah. Let's go get it.
Let's look at the cheese again. Like, can you cheese?
It was like what?
We don't like the bacon and the cheese. Okay, well, let's look at this. You wanna get it?
Like, I don't care about
Thank
that.
you.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh, okay, now it's like, oh,
Yes, she does that.
Now we may have.
Cookie
okay,
bar.
that's
Yeah.
So I know this is no one, but this is exactly what I do.
So this one, I'm gonna switch back to uniform scrub, just to put them out a little bit. Just
Or
put them
cat.
there.
We have the.
Got it.
So I started doing some steps where I'm carrying the hot dog, and when I see it there, I'm gonna be like, all right, we're gonna go through the lead
We're
and
gonna stop here at the door. Leave it.
It's
Leave
good.
it.
I have to see these.
Yeah.
So I do a lot of setups, and then when I just tell you the tricks get better and better and better, and then once the
Okay,
boom
let's try that
pops
again.
up.
She knows she's not supposed to. Like, she cooks it. We go get a bag. And she come back, she sees it, she freaks out, she runs it in her mouth. And she's like throwing it in the air. Like, I'm like, oh. She knows she's not supposed to.
German Shepherds are also the one dog that when kennel dogs were service dogs, they had Goldens and Labs and German Shepherds, and they were always the favorite.
And then one more like that, and
And
then
their stock, they got one that down, and they would just eat one.
Oh my god.
And you guys
Oh,
are gross.
yes.
The Golden